Hello, how are you doing today? My name is Mary Gautreaux, and I would like to try something today that I have never tried before. And as you can see, I am not a very gifted in the technical department kind of person. So here I am with my iPad on a little stand, and I've got the window open, sun blaring in, and it's making all kinds of reflections and shadows. But I'm good with it if you're good with it. And let's just keep going. How about that? I would like to talk to you about something today. I'm a writer, and I've had a blog for quite some time, 7, 8 years, something like that. And it is called One Generation to Another. And I chose that name very purposefully. It's scriptural, and it comes from Psalm 145. Could I read you a couple of lines of that psalm? It says, "Great is the Lord, and most worthy of praise. His greatness no one can fathom. One generation commends your works to another. They tell of your mighty acts." Go ahead and read the rest of it on your own. But that's the name I chose, One Generation to Another. And I'll tell you why. I then was, whatever it is, 7 or 8 years younger than I am now. And just a week or so ago, I turned 54. So even then, more so now, I realize, oh, I'm suddenly one of the older people of our society. I'm getting on up there in the age bracket. And those of you who are my age or older know what I'm saying. Those of you who are younger will realize very soon how quickly that happens. One day you're young and then you're not. And it happens very fast. But I recognize that what a wonderful thing. Aging is actually pretty great because it gives you such a different perspective. Such a different perspective. And I love to share that with other people. So I like to combine the gift that God has given me of age and perspective and my love for writing into one thing. That's why I have a blog. So I invite you, if you have not yet, please visit me there. It's at myname.com, which of course my name is not very easy to spell, but you can see it here, marygautreaux.com. That's where the blog is, One Generation to Another. But what I would love to talk to you about today in particular is a book that I have written. Let me show it to you. Here it is. It's called Friday Night on the Frio River. And this is my first foray into fiction. I have actually written a couple of devotional books that are also out there. But I want to talk to you about this one. So let me tell you what I have learned in the last year or so of my life. There's a whole lot of people out there that have written fabulous, books, stories, life stories, all kinds of things, cookbooks, you name it. Like, we love books, don't we? Or at least I do, and a lot of people do. But I now know that it's not just a matter of sitting down and pouring out your guts of the story or whatever it is that you are inspired to write. And then, hello, bookstore, would you please sell my books? That's not how it works. If you are a very famous athlete or celebrity of any kind, or actor, or heaven forbid, a politician, which I probably should not have said that, but I did, and I think we talk about politics way too much, so that's the last time you'll hear about politics on this YouTube channel. But anyhow, unless you have a following of millions and millions of people, you're just not going to get your book on the bookshelf in the bookstore. And so what that means is you have a whole lot of very introverted people, the flashlight under the cover kids, who spent their whole life like this. This is how you saw us when we were in school or high school, reading all the time. Like the introverted, quiet reading people who put down their story, their amazing story for you to read. And then, well, you have to do like a little tap dance, sing and dance, get it on Instagram, get it on Facebook, get it out there on Goodreads, whatever it is. And, yay for all those things, but it's not the easiest thing. So let me tell you, when the next time you go into a store and see that poor introverted person standing behind the book table with their book trying to get you to buy it, have a little compassion on them, because it's a big deal that they're even there at the store behind that table. It's like snakes. They're more afraid of you than you are of them, that kind of thing. But anyhow, now I know this. So this video is not only the first video version of One Generation to Another. Here it is. It's a shameless plug. I think you should read this book. So let me tell you about it. Let me tell you about myself first. I haven't done that. As you can see, this is totally unscripted, as will be everything I say on here. But let me tell you about myself. I am an incredibly happily married woman to my college sweetheart, Eli. We met on the swim team in college and got married in 1992, and he is the most fantastic man in the universe. And he's my best friend, and we've had a wonderful, wonderful life together. We have 2 beautiful, godly, grown daughters who are both married to, I'm going to just tell you, amazing young men. Nobody's so young anymore. We're all getting older. I love my sons-in-law, and I have 5 grandchildren. And if you give me a minute, I'll tell you all about them, as grandmothers do. They're fantastic. And if you aren't a grandparent yet, just you wait. It is the greatest thing in the world. But most of all, I'm a Christian. I love God with all of my heart. I believe him. I believe God. And I love Jesus. And I want to help you know God. And I want to help you walk with God and experience all that the Lord has for you in your life. And so I love to write. But here's what I'm saying. I took my children one day when they were teenagers to the bookstore. So little background, obviously I love to read. We had a very literate house. The girls loved to read. We read all the great kids' books together. We read. They read on their own. And now, I've got my little stash of books that I loved as a teenager, kind of young adult. But I figure, hey, a lot of time has passed since I went to the bookstore looking for young adult things. So let's go. So we go to the bookstore. This is, at least 15 years ago at this point, probably a little more. And I walk into the young adult section and I think, what happened here? What happened here? This is hallowed ground, the bookstore, where you can buy all of the fantastic stories that have ever been written. And you walk in and it's all like black and death and depression and dystopia. And I think, oh no, this cannot be. And listen, I'm not a book burner. I'm not telling you that any book shouldn't exist. I'm not here to do that. But what I am here to say is that I'm not sure that particular type of book is helping anybody. It's so dark and it's so depressing and it's so troubling. And so maybe, I think you know which books I'm talking about. There's a whole bunch of them. I haven't read them all. I can't say I know exactly what everyone says, but I am going to say, is it making people happier and more hopeful and more full of life? I feel like books are there to inspire you, to encourage you, to fill you with hope, to say to you, look, life made by God, made in the image of God, full of creativity, full of purpose, full of beauty. Flourish, grow, bloom where you are. And I'm just not sure that particular style of book is doing that for anyone. What do you think? But anyhow, I left the store that day, and I'm not making this up, right into my heart dropped the idea for this story. And I think you should give it a try. It's very fun. It's a mystery. And it's the first of what I hope will be a series. Actually, I'm hoping the second book will be out this summer. Go figure, it's about two teenage sisters who realize that their life is way more of all kinds of things than they understood. So here it is, Friday Night on the Frio River. You can buy it really anywhere online. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it on Barnes & Noble, Target, Walmart, all of the places. It's published through Westbow Press. You can get it on their site. You can get it on my marycgotro.com. You can order it there. But I will just tell you that the cheapest version of it is the Kindle version that you can get on Amazon. It's very, I'm just going to tell you, everything's expensive these days, right? But the cheapest version that you can get is the Kindle version, or if you happen to be local near Huntsville, Texas, which is my hometown, there is a brick and mortar place, actually called Mortar and Pestle, which is a fantastic new bookstore that we have in town that has it actually real live copies that you can buy today and put in your hand and read it all night long if you want, for the cheapest price around. So there's that. Shout out to them. Anyhow, I just appreciate you giving me the chance to tell you that this exists. Are you a mom? Are you a grandma? I'm not going to be sexist. Are you a dad, a grandpa? Are you a young adult? Are you a young person, or just young at heart? Here is a story that is very fun. It is very encouraging and very hopeful. And I think you might enjoy it. And I would love if you would help me out here. Tell your friends about it. Help me to let people know that this exists. And on behalf of all of the very introverted authors in the world who are trying to just put out there something good and creative to enhance life around us, thank you for listening to my commercial. But anyhow, I appreciate your time today. I appreciate you. I mostly want to tell you today that God loves you and that He made you on purpose. And it's a great day. It's a great day to go out there and just look people in the eye, encourage one another. It's going to be a good day. Thank you so much. I hope that I will see you again very soon. Have a great day.